What's up, everybody? How we doing? Design time on a Saturday afternoon. I don't usually stream on Saturday afternoons, but here we are because my daughter and my wife out to watch a movie, then out for dinner. I get a rare evening to myself. Doesn't come along very often, so let's take advantage, shall we? So we're gonna work on our project, which is now halfway, roughly halfway. I mean, it's rough, but it's halfway. And then we'll get into Dawn Patrol in about, I think, an hour and a bit. I think that's when it kicks off. So that's the plan. So I'll take you on a little tour of what we've got so far. As I'm relatively happy. I think last time I streamed, I was finishing off 7, which we decided to throw in a little pop bunker, because why not? I think it's the only pop bunker on the course, but that's okay. Doesn't seem to fit pop bunkers, this course. It's a bit of a weird one. We built 8, which I don't love, but it's a very long par 4 into not a great light as well, and then we've got 9, which is like a shortish sort of blind tee shot through the chute, uphill approach. Greens are very small here, so. And as you can see, we've added some tournament objects as well, but obviously it's going to need a lot of cleanup. We're not going to worry about that too much right now. Guess we can fix this, maybe. Not to show. Hey, Paul, what's up, man? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to our little streamy stream today. Hey, Viking, what's up, man? I've actually already gone ahead and built a full clubhouse. But we'll worry about that crap later. Yeah, we're coming along. As we move to the par 5 10th. Yeah, we got some turning objects. Thought we'd give that a go. Kind of learning. Okay. Probably should have came into this with an idea, but Liam, working on an Amazon rainforest course. Oh man. Waterfalls, palm trees, make it nice and lush. Yeah. Yeah, this is a nice corridor for sure. It's wider than what we normally have, but it's kind of similar to 1. But I think we need some wider holes. We've kind of gone a little narrow. 7's quite narrow. 8's quite... No, 8's not as narrow, but 9 is quite narrow. So, yeah. Sculpting is difficult. Well, we're going to do a bunch of sculpting today, so... Ding you a bit for being narrow. I'll listen to Ben. What does he know? We're going to throw it up there. And then any We could maybe make a natural kind of runoff area down here for a mist green. Let's give that a try. Okay. Yeah, I think we can do that. Maybe use this natural hillside here. Make it relatively... It's pretty narrow. Probably make it a little bit. Oh, maybe something like... I don't know about that. Hey, Pac-Man? What's up, man? Okay, maybe we'll bring it in like this. Make it up. Like that. I think we can work with pot bunkers. There's one pot bunker on this course. Right there. That might be the only one. We'll see. I haven't found an opportunity really to create another one. Not really a pot bunkery course that I'm going for. Okay. So I want the fairway to kind of use this natural slope because we're at what, 533, but I could even extend this as far back as like 570 up the hill too. I mean, from here. Yeah, that's 28 feet below. That's a tough target to hit in two. So I think what we'll do is we're gonna have a big runoff all the way down here. We might have a fairway bunker. Just gonna kind of use this natural undulation here. Just trying to think where we might throw a couple bunkers off the tee. Probably on the left-hand side. Not as much on the right here. Might extend this around the corner here. Two condors. Oh. Really got to play some ranked at some point. I've played one ranked match. Natural shadowing could be a nice contrast. Yeah, I think this is going to be a fun hole. Be a fun opener to the back nine. I mean, I might just put a couple bunkers up there for framing purposes, but I don't really think they're going to be in play. This hill we're going to work with a bit more too. Naturally bring it around. We'll use this hillside here too. I don't want to use as much of this as I can. Kind of bring it out here. It'll be fun. Let me flatten that out a bit. Maybe put a couple bunkers in here, just because then you're gonna have to hit it over here, land it. Yeah, so maybe something in here. So I remember. Not sure how I'd forget, but you know. And then maybe again, like something in here, but this is in no man's land. Really in no man's land. That's 285 uphill. You know what? That's not necessarily in no man's land. I mean, in a tailwind, these are maybe a bit more in no man's land. But, I mean, you hit it to here. I mean, what's that? There to there is like 157. That's not gonna, you know, 3 wood might land you up here, but maybe you want to here. I don't see how many players would want that, but that's just an awkward yardage. Awkward yardage. Also just thinking more angle off the tee. Yeah, it's a downhill tee shot. Not super. No, well, is it super downhill? Yeah, 40 feet. And that may be in play, like with a tailwind. These, I don't know. These are, I think, more just to frame the second shot. Maybe almost give it like an aiming point. Oh, put it between those bunkers, and that's your line. Boom. In the middle of the green. That could work. And then, yeah, maybe a couple here. And I think we got a fun hole. One's going to be a bitch to plant. And like tournament stuff, I might not put anything here. I might just have some smattering of crowd. Maybe a grandstand up here. That'd actually be kind of cool. Way up the hill. Whatever. Okay. I think we got a rough idea here. Start laying down some plans. And I feel like I laid down a pretty large green, but this green is not that big. Most of my greens are like less than 100 yards. But I'm okay with that. Okay. All right. Now we shall lay down the ginormous fairway. And my PC is running like a dream right now. Got the cooling like so good. I used to be even designing my PC was working at like my GPU was like at 99%. My temperature was around 70. Now my GPU is at 68 and it's 49 degrees. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. A little quirky. Make a big landing spot there. Bring it up. Roll it in. All right. Gonna need a lot of massaging, but he's in. Goodness, what was I doing when I was sculpting this? I got a little too heavy on those minor brushes on this course. Little too heavy. Come down a tad. We'll add, keep some of the rumpling. This is getting a little too high. That down. Better? Well, yeah, too much. Bit. Right now I have the T there, but too far over. That's probably gonna be good. Okay. That's gonna be a tough green to hold. We're gonna really have to play test this shot a bunch. That's gonna be tough to hit. Maybe too tough. land it here. Put it up there. We can work with it. Hoping to do better on my TGC Tours rounds today. Didn't play 2 weeks ago. Last week was like, meh. Like I was top 50 or 45th or something. Okay. And I could put a bunker in there. All right, let's trim. Promo mark this week, nice. I don't even know what you need for a promo mark. What is it, like a top 10? I have no idea. All this. I'm trying to save as much grass as I can. Worry about that later. Cut all this. We'll cut all this. All that. At least for now. It opens things up a bit more. There we go. Top percentage.
Okay.
Magizer, I'm flying. We're flying, baby. No, it's not. This is actually not my World Cup course. I'm actually, I talked to Ben today. I am not going to be in World Cup. This is not a World Cup course, and I don't have time to build a World Cup course. So, this is another course. So, someone else gets my spot. Minus 15. Well, that was a good first round, at least. Okay, so I think we can probably... Couple bunkers there, couple there, couple there, couple there. And leave the other part open. Yeah, when I started this course, the initial plan was it to be World Cup, but there's been a change. I really couldn't care less about World Cup, so I'd rather have someone that cares a bit more about it participate. How do you qualify for World Cup? There's some information on the TGC Tours forums. It was an invite-only design competition. It depended on previous results of previous competitions, things like that. But anyone can actually throw in a course to be an alternate, and then there will be dropouts. I mean, I'm going to give up a spot. I mean, I think at least 5 people that were in the original field that will not have courses. And that's, I think, on the low end. So there will be spots, but I am not actually sure how Ben's going to divvy up the other spots. Don't know how that. Right. Even though we have pot bunkers at our disposal, I'm still kind of bunkering my old way for this course. And I played Ithy's course. That is my leader in the clubhouse. That course is bonkers. It's so good. I don't usually love pithy courses. Someone who likes more aesthetic courses. I don't find him the most aesthetically pleasing of designers, but that course was like not only pretty, just like such a fun layout. Oh, I had a good time with that one. They make the bedrock look less shiny? Yeah, it has to do with your lighting. I mean, you know, here it looks super shiny, right? But you turn it around, not so shiny. His course, it will be featured on my channel tomorrow, but it is called, my God, I played it like 2 hours ago. What was the name of it? Slane's Point Links. Slane's Point Links. Beauty. That one's gonna be tough to beat, I think. I wonder if I bring this fairway in a little more. I feel like I'm choking the fairway quite a bit. In a bit. Just enough so like these are a little more in play. But yeah, now that this course is not World Cup, you can feel free to critique away. Give opinions. I don't care. I think it's the best lighting for this game. That's what you like, I guess. Not high noon. How's that? Then you can experiment with anything else. Usually lower lighting is good, up to a point. And there's fog and haze and all those settings. Okay. Now that's a little more in play. Yeah, I mean, I love a good low lighting kind of course. yeah, I'm hoping getting this course wrapped up kind of... I'll probably have it done by the end of the month, but it's not going to be released for a while for reasons. But I want to be able to course this summer. I want to do a summer course. We'll do some summer streams. I'm starting to get the itch back a bit more. This course has been a lot of fun to build. Oh, I'm hoping I will have some time for some summer streams. I'll have a lot more time for streaming in the next... how many more weeks do I have? 5 weeks. 5 weeks of work, and then I'm off for 9 weeks. Oh, that's teacher summer break. Best. Not as much time as I usually have for games, because I got my daughter will be off school too. Kindergarten being out, so Daddy is head entertainer this summer. But in the evenings, there will be a little more time. Ooh. These bunkers are looking pretty good. They need a little bit more work, but right now we're just kind of laying them down in the shapes. I don't think I need any bunkers in the fairway here on this hole. I am working on my real life golf. I just had a TrackMan session this afternoon, where I got an hour in the simulator that's got a TrackMan, so it's actually eye-opening seeing the data, and I thought I had such a big swing issue, but I really don't. Like the real inconsistency is my club face angle. I cannot consistently square up the club face, which is resulting in far too many big hooks or big slices. But I've been playing around with my grip. I realize like 90% of my issue is just slight grip adjustments. And I was starting to see a little progress finally at the tail end of the session, but man, I wish I had a TrackMan in a simulator. Wish I had $100,000 probably for that setup. But it was nice. It's like $30 for an hour if you can rent. They have like 4 bays with TrackMans. Just rent them out and solid. Good to get some data. Okay. This hole's gonna have a lot of bunkers. A lot of bunks. Okay, I think we can get rid of all these measurement tools now. Also gonna get rid of this, so we can see things a little better. Just looking ahead to 11, this is where we really have to make our decision on what we want this coastline to be? Are we gonna bring the water in play? I don't think we are. It's just this was not the original backdrop, and this looks weird. Like an island around, I don't know. I feel like I have to hide that. So I may do some just larger bluff around the property. I hate this pop-in. Although I was looking at previous streams, and the pop-in was also there. It just wasn't as pronounced. A markup tool? Don't have to use the measuring tool. I mean, the fact that you can delete measuring tools now individually, I mean, it essentially is just a markup tool, so I don't think they're too interested in making another tool when they already have one that does the same job. Oh. We've discussed it, but I don't think it's on their list. Oh, nice laying bunkers down now. They look so good just out of the box. Barely have to sculpt them now. Barely have to sculpt them. I don't love this. Oopsies. But, yeah, as always, if you're new to the stream, if you're a newer designer, especially if you're over on YouTube, and you have any design questions, I don't mind taking a bit of time and answering things as best I can. Something about that bunker isn't quite vibing for me here. Old Head crossed with Lofoten. That's a nice combo. That's a very nice combo. Good luck. These bunkers are getting a little close together. Yeah, we can make that work. Okay. Now we're going to just play with flips a bit. Yeah, I am very ready to be done. This is an exhausting time of year as a teacher. It's just, kids are done. Teachers are done. Kids this year have been not great. don't know what it is this year, but it's just, well, everything's getting slightly worse, but this kid's not taking responsibility. But I have a new course to teach next year, which I think will be good. I need a challenge in my job right now. Hiring as my job is. I've been teaching the same courses for like 8 years straight. And yeah, this is going to be my first time planning a brand new course. And it's a senior grade 12 course, so it's going to be a little bit of work. I already got a lot of resources, but mostly learning it. Old Biology 12. I guess we call it Anatomy and Physiology. Which is a course I've always wanted to teach as a bio major. I've never had to teach it before. And I'm super interested in like body system stuff, so. I'm a high school teacher. The ideal width of a fairway? I don't really think there is one. I've got a huge mix of fairway here. Like, you know, that's pretty narrow, 30 yards. But, I mean, this is 70. That's just pretty wide. Somewhere in that middle range. There are a lot of teachers in the design community. I know B101 is. I am. I think Pithy is a professor. Any exams at the moment? Nice. University. Yeah, Reteach is a teacher. How can we forget Reteach? Yeah, the design community is, I think, one of the few gaming communities where you have, like, retired guys and high school students both super invested and communicating and chatting with each other and sharing ideas. An interesting community, which is a good thing. Oh, I love how these bunkers are sitting, by the way. Off the tee. Yeah, baby. Screen is weird, but is it too weird? 8 yards. That might be a bit much. That might be a little bit low. What's up, Jicken? Thought it was longer than that. 11. That's 40 yards deep. That might be a bit punish. I mean, we have to play it. We haven't even played it yet. But... maybe we'll give a little leeway here. Widen it out for the noobs. Evil Bert. Thanks for the follow, Evil Bert. That's a bit more generous. Okay, let's just put in a de facto waypoint. Or, sorry, tee box, I mean. Oh, who put that there? Right in my... I don't know if I like that. Stupid tournament objects. Stupid tournament object. So we can just move this over for a bit. it back a couple. Okay. Maybe we'll go classic. Classic box. Haven't done many classic box fairways on this. Or rectangle tees, I mean. Where does that road go to? Nowhere. I'm hoping no one notices. Well, I'm going to probably extend it around. Maybe I'll make a ferry or something. I don't know. This is actually just a walking path. There's actually people on this road. My thinking is it's like an island and they need to get a ferry to get on it. Maybe I'll make a little boat. I haven't thought that far yet. That's at the end. That's at the end. Those bunkers are sitting pretty well. Take it. Oh, Mello. What a guy. I feel like you just subbed, like last month. Already a month went by? Thanks, buddy. Thanks for the sub. I missed how many months it was, but I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot. Thank you for the continued support. 77, my God. Years. What's that, like 6.5 years? God. Wild. Wild. Okay. Let's give this a little testy test. And see if it plays as good as it looks. Which I'm a little worried about. Oh yeah, I guess we should flatten that fairway, huh? I feel like designers should get VC building courses. But there has to be a threshold so people don't just design bullshit. Like, I think if you're a designer and you get, like, 1,000 plays, every play after that, you should get VC. I subbed to you the very moment they allowed subs for affiliates. Yes, he did. I remember. What a guy. Legend. A tip system. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea either. Although, a lot of with how the trickle of VC, ain't nobody tipping. Bunch of cheap people. Designers would tip each other. You have reached max sub level. That's perfect. Right, is this doable? I think it is. If we play some hashtag ground game here. Oh, I'm too far right, I think. Way too far. Okay. It's kind of where I'm going to expect most of the balls to go. About VC. Actually, that's a good point, Eddie. Not like I've thought this through. I'm just... That's a good point. Yeah, there would just be these garbage courses, and then people would just... Yeah, good point. We don't want that. A shot. Is this even possible? Yeah, that's what I was a little worried about. I mean, just with the firmness settings of this green or this course. Oh, push demolished it again. Yeah, well, that too. That too. With the ball below the feet. Well, we could flatten that out, but it's going to be... Yeah, but I need to make it more of a possibility to land it on the green in 2. Right now, chances are extremely low. Because, I mean, yeah. Mello makes a good point. The ball is going to be below the feet if it's up here. But, I mean... Just play it like here. Relatively flat. I mean, it's a short par 5, so, I mean, you're going to have to... I need to protect eagle somehow, but I need to, like, right now, I think it's impossible. Like, we can just smooth this out. But at this point, I think it is currently impossible to land it there. I mean, we can always rebuild the green. The green is a bit of a bitch. Again, if they hit a better tee shot, that's not up by the bunker, but down on the flat. Second shot is a little easier. Yes, like kind of we were showing there, but... I mean, yeah, and I haven't sculpted green at all either. If I flatten this a little bit. That's a little more friendlier. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to make this an auto birdie. And I do want to make it a rather tricky green. But I just think where I have firmness set, I definitely have the firmness on the high end. It's into the nasty settings. I can also make this fairway a little bit, or this green a little bit bigger. Just give it a little more. It's pretty minor. Actually, I just got back from a track. We were just talking about. I just got back from a TrackMan session like 2 hours ago. Oh, I was at St. Andrews, hitting in a sim. TrackMan, and working on club face control. It's nice when you have all those stats and you get that instant feedback every time you hit one. But yeah, I mean, I'm hitting it okay, but like I'm realizing like 90% of it is grip related, but I would say 80% of my shots today, my club face was closed and I was hooking left, and then just a slight adjustment, and then I was slicing. I would say maybe 10% of my shots were how I wanted them today, which is brutal, but it is what it is. I just need a little more consistency, but it's getting there. But it's nice to know that my swing is not like totally broken. I just got to put in reps. Reps is the key, and unfortunately, when you have a child and a full-time job, reps are hard to come by. So. But the rest of my bag is pretty good, like, but it's honestly my driver. And I was hitting I was crushing my 3-wood. And I can hit my 3-wood almost as far as my driver. And I'm almost wondering, like, do I need a new driver? My summer holiday starts on the 25th of June, 26th of June, like a month away. I'm like 4 weeks away. Yeah. And then we'll be able to hopefully get out once or twice a week for the summer. All right. So yeah, that's where we're at. Move this out a bit. Spline tool sucks. Oh, it does? Okay. Sucks. Okay. We're gonna work on creating that hillish look. These are gonna be some of the steepest. So we're gonna see. Water spline. Yeah. I mean, if you're just desperate for water, just don't do the auto flatten thing. That works fine. At least that's what I found. At least you got the water plane. At least you got the water plane. Yeah, it is. Glad they added it back in. They came to the senses. It's such a shame how I saw how they wanted it to work, and it worked so good with the beta I had. But man, I don't know what happened. Installed Top Tracer at the range. Oh, sweet. How far is Brohoff from your place? You must play like a single dude. You must play every day. Jealous. $35.40. Yeah, okay. Is it open? I haven't seen a flurry of mellow golf Brohoff posts yet on my Instagram, so. Oh, it looks worth it. I get jealous every time you post something. I'm like, man. If I ever get out to Sweden. Hopefully he'll take me. Sinking the land and don't use them. Yeah, well, you don't need the spline now. Like, you've got the water plane. What do you need the spline for? You can still make creeks and stuff with the spline or with the plane. It's a bit not great, but it's usable. Okay. We opened early March 22nd. Oh, wow. 8 degrees Celsius. Man, it's like 25 Celsius today. So bad sitting in my basement. It is warm. Eurovision. Was that music thing? Fascinated by that. Wish we had Eurovision. North America Vision. I guess it would be like 3 countries. Canada would win all the time. Exactly when I come to Sweden. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I'm not as keen to go to the States as I used to, so. We just need a few more years for Avery to get a bit older before we start dragging her around international countries. We really want to do Japan. I think that's probably our first one, along with everyone else in the world, I feel like everyone wants to go to Japan now. Yeah, that would be cool. Doing 2 T's. I'm lazy. Oh, it's been a lot of planting in this gully. But this hole's actually coming along quite nicely. I thought I was going to struggle with this one, but the land seemed to call for it. Traveled a fair bit, never made it to Japan or South Korea. South Korea would be a good one too. I have a lot of Korean students. I mean, New Zealand for golf would be incredible. Stay with Geyser. We'll just stay with Geyser. I am an F1 fan, yeah. I used to watch it, like, religiously. Like, 2021, 2022. Dropped off a bit, but I watched qualifying today. Hoping Leclerc would get it, but McLaren will not be denied. Yeah, no, I'm an F1 fan. I went to the Canadian Grand Prix in 2022. 2022, I think. That was incredible. We sat right on the hairpin. It was amazing. And then they just, all the prices have just been, since then, they're cranked up. But it was like, I think we paid like $500 a ticket, and that was for 3 days. That was a 3-day ticket. Right on the hairpin, like 8 rows up. Like I could feel the heat coming off these F1 cars. Like it was amazing. But now I think that ticket now is like 1,000 plus. Yeah, quali's, yeah, I know. If I want to have a nap, I'll watch the race tomorrow. I just love the vibes of Monaco. Like, God, what a place. But yeah, that race is just boring. I mean, they're doing the mandatory 2 pit stops. Is that gonna help? I don't know. Probably not. It'll be, what, 1 pass? I don't see how they can get rid of the Monaco Grand Prix, but I don't see how they could make it any more interesting with the size of the cars. I really just don't think it's possible. Zero changes. Yeah, that's so bad. Yeah, I mean, I'm just waiting. One of these years we're going to have maybe a better Monaco Grand Prix, but I mean, rain sometimes makes it interesting. But I feel like each year they have like Formula E there, and like the Formula E is like a banger of a race. There's passing everywhere. But I guess those cars are very different. I don't watch F1 as much as I used to. Should probably save this, huh? I haven't saved it since we started. Okay. Well, where are we at in terms of Dawn Patrol kicking off? Because that's going to be another at least 30 minutes of me just putting bushes down, which I think is going to be boring. Yeah, we had a good solid promotion event, so we moved up. We're CCH now, which is nice. Societies, let's just check in. I don't think it's quite open yet. I feel like it's open in like 10 minutes. That will give us time to play a practice round and then launch in. We're playing Charlie course, which is it's like a good one. Why am I yawning already? Look at these. Look at these. Like, these are ridiculous. Like 51. I feel like in 23 people were not shooting 51 every week. I see these all the time now. 52, 51. This is a frickin' hard course. But for these mutants, they just don't. I'd get so bored. I would get so bored. It says upcoming. Okay, it begins in 37 minutes. That's perfect. The Shake Weight Invitational next week. Yes. I love the names of these tournaments. They've been the same for years. Ooh. Man. Okay, let's play a practice round. Play a little pracky round. Yeah, guys are just silly. Silly, silly, silly. All right, let's bring up the old scorecard. Boop. All right. Played one earlier this morning. And it wasn't that great. Rushmore Forest. Figure out your search, like GC. Then you'll find it, right? Yeah. You got to match it exactly for some courses. Others, it's fine. Okay. Oh, dumb. All right. Man, I need some caffeine or something. This is not a good decision having this late in the day, but energy drink. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Why is my frame rate absolutely shit? 60 frames. Why? What languages are available at the high school you teach? French, Spanish, no, not Italian. Japanese, Mandarin, I think. What is going on? VSync. I guess we can just turn stuff down. Why is streaming taking so much? Just set everything to high. Does that help? A little bit. Okay, I guess we'll just do that, maybe. But yeah, I can see, like, it's... What? How do I have a stronger graphics card, but... My... Bitrate is okay. Huh. French and Spanish. Restart? No. I mean, this is fine. It's really just like... Okay, actually, and then when you click off, I'm fine. Boop, boop, boop. And when I click onto the screen, it's like very choppy. Why? Whatever. This is a practice round. We'll work out the kinks, but there should be no reason why it's barely pulling 60 frames. I have to turn the graphics down. French and Spanish. Irish is mandatory. Wow. Irish is a class? Interesting. Let's say 21, but when you tabbed out and back, your frame's cut in half. Yeah, why is it doing that? Something's not quite right. Oh, you're in Ireland. That's, well, that would be. Let me. Yeah, it's super off. Well, let me. I'm not overclocking right now. I could turn my overclock on. I don't think that's gonna do anything though. That's not done any. Well, maybe it has. There's your course building tutorials. Help me build my first 2 courses. Nice. Ape endurance links. Awesome. Good stuff. Yeah. I mean, I get a lot of requests for that, but maybe we can take a look at a few holes once I do this practice round while we're waiting for it to start. Actually, the overclock helped it a little bit. Okay, well. I wonder if I can crank the graphics back up. This thing can overclock, like, I got the overclock card and it just unreal what it can do. Got up to 3200 hertz. Okay, maybe it's better? I got a 5080, baby. Big boy card. No, that did not help. Yeah, my 3080 died. Died on me. I thought it would last another year or two. No. No, there is a definite problem. And my bitrate? Streaming at 60. Up my bitrate, maybe. Can I do that midstream? Probably not. Oh, maybe I can. Up it to 8,000. See if that helps. No, that did absolutely nothing. I'm at 60 frames. What is going on? My CPU's at only running at 57%. My memory's at 49. My GPU is running at 98, but that's... Oh, hold on. OBS browser page. This is running in efficiency mode. What's efficiency mode? The fuck is that? Thanks for the follow, man. All of these are running in a... Why are there so many? I'm taking efficiency mode off. Did that help? That somehow made it worse. Okay, I might have to... Because we were not having an issue here when we were designing. It wasn't this bad, right? And now it's fine. What the fuck? Hmm. Think. Let me just jump back in here. Yeah, like my frame rate won't get over 60. I mean, it's smoother here, but something's wrong. Could it be? Is VSync on? Sync's off. I went 240. It's always something. It's always something with this computer. What's the damn problem? I think I'm going to have to restart. Sorry, guys. I will be back once I figure this out. I may have to turn things on and off a few times to test, but I need to sort this out. I'll be back. I should be back, but... Oh my god, I know why. Why am I... This recording? Oh no, never mind. No, that was... I thought I accidentally had the recording on the whole time, but I just had it on for 3 minutes, so it's definitely not that either. Okay. I'll be back. Sorry, guys.